There was a time when PUBG Mobile was more than just a game. It was a battlefield where skill, strategy, and survival defined your reputation. Every gunfight mattered. Every chicken dinner felt earned. But fast forward to today, and it feels like we're watching the empire collapse from the inside. What once built this game into a global phenomenon is now being overshadowed by flashy gimmicks, cartoonish skins, pay-to-win mechanics, and an identity crisis that just keeps getting worse. If you played PUBG Mobile between 2018 and 2020, you know what I mean when I say the old game hit different. There was a certain rawness to it. You dropped in with nothing and fought for everything. Your outfit didn't matter, your gun skin didn't matter. What mattered was your positioning, your aim, and your ability to think under pressure. Back then, every final circle was intense. You weren't fighting Power Rangers with flame-throwing motorcycles. You were up against real players who studied angles, used smokes properly, and outplayed you because they were better, not richer. The game started shifting when Tencent realized they could monetize the hell out of everything. First, it was crates and skins. Then came RP missions that turned the game into a checklist simulator. Before we knew it, PUBG wasn't just a battle royale anymore. It became a billboard for sponsored collaborations and unrealistic updates. Transformers, Baby Sharks, Godzilla, Spider-Man. And now we have characters flying through the air, with jetpacks in a game that was supposed to be about military tactics and survival. It's like they forgot what PUBG even stood for. Let's be honest. The skill gap in PUBG has been getting crushed under the weight of pay-to-win gear. Upgradable gun skins now give you better visibility, faster kills, and flashy hit effects that literally distract enemies. Players who spend more can dominate lobbies just by using pay-to-win weapons with special perks. And don't get me started on the mythic outfits with headshot-reducing masks. You used to grind to get better. Now you just swipe your card. Another thing killing the competitive edge of PUBG Mobile is the insane number of AI bots in regular matches. It's not even subtle anymore. You drop hot, you get a few free kills, and by the time you make it to top 10, you've maybe only fought 2 real players. The rest are bots just walking in open fields like target dummies. It makes the game feel fake. Sure, it helps new players feel like they're doing well, but for veterans, it's just boring. The rush of a real 1 versus 4, clutch, or an intense solo versus squad. That thrill is gone in most matches. Instead of fixing what's broken, they keep adding modes nobody asked for. Rage Gear, Metro Royale, Infection Mode, Sky Islands, Floating Ruins, Jetpacks. What are we even playing anymore? It's like PUBG Mobile is trying to be Fortnite, Apex, and Call of Duty all at once. But in doing so, it's losing its own identity. The more modes they throw at us, the less focused the core experience becomes. What made PUBG special was the grounded, realistic survival. Now, it's a circus. Even the social aspect of the game has taken a hit. Back then, playing with randoms felt like a challenge, but also a chance to make new friends. People used voice chat. Teams actually strategized. These days, half the players mute instantly, play solo in squad mode, or only care about getting kills for RP missions. There's no synergy anymore. The sense of brotherhood, bonding through chaos, is mostly gone. The soul of squad play has been replaced with selfish objectives and a race to complete missions. And then we have the updates. Every new version promises better performance, better anti-cheat, better matchmaking. But reality? New bugs, lag spikes, glitches that ruin matches. Half the features don't work properly on launch. And anti-cheat? Still a joke. You still run into hackers who teleport, aimbot, or shoot you through walls, even in high-tier lobbies. It feels like the devs care more about the next big crossover than actually polishing the gameplay experience for the people who built the community. For OG players, this change hasn't just been frustrating, it's been personal. This game wasn't just pixels and mechanics, it was memories. Nights staying up until 3 a.m., trying to push Conqueror, making lifelong friends in random squads. That feeling of pulling off a crazy clutch while your teammates are screaming on mic. PUBG was our escape. But now, logging in feels like visiting the ruins of something you used to love. It hurts, because the game didn't just evolve, it sold out. So the big question is, can PUBG Mobile still be saved? Honestly, maybe. But it starts with listening to the community that made the Empire in the first place. Bring back the focus on skill. Balance the gear, fix the cheating, Remove the gimmicks. Let players vote on updates. Make us feel again. Until then, what we're left with is a game that's unrecognizable to the ones who built it up. The empire isn't just falling, it's being buried under its own greed. PUBG Mobile didn't die overnight. It faded, patch by patch, skin by skin, gimmick by gimmick. But the worst part, it didn't have to be this way. All we wanted was the game we fell in love with, not a carnival. Once the king of Battle Royale, PUBG Mobile, was a raw, intense survival experience that had players on the edge of their seats. But over time, something changed. From gritty gunfights to glowing outfits, dance emotes, and pay-to-win features, the game has drifted far from its roots.